Shaker and
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. So finally, I am back to the place where I rightfully belong, to the stage. Today is indeed a very happy day for me that I finally received a pat on my back. Everyone once in a while needs a pat on the back. So I am deeply grateful to Smart Impress and all the trustees and all the professors who are present for having shown me kindness and for having awarded me this coveted award from Smart Impress. Now I take a few moments to express my feelings. Interestingly, in Hindu mythology, there is a separate goddess of knowledge and there is a god of wisdom. So we have goddess of knowledge Saraswati and also god of wisdom Ganesha. Knowledge, information and wisdom are not one and the same. Having a textbook in your hand is not the same of possessing the entire knowledge of it. And having knowledge does not necessarily mean that you make use of the knowledge in the way it should be used. So knowing when to use, what to use, how much to put to use for the benefit of the society is called the wisdom. But how do we know the distinction between these things? It is only by a great institution called education. A human baby, when he emerges from the womb of the mother, by anatomical reasons, the head is very small and most of the development takes place outside the mother's womb. So unlike most of the mammals which are blessed by God with instincts, human child is utterly helpless. So the only way to make him or her survive in the society is by making him skillful and knowledgeable, and this is only possible by way of education. So education does not alone mean transferring of knowledge, then it will become only tutoring. So the position of a guru is not that of a tutor. It does not just transfer information. The position of a guru is to make a great citizen out of a little boy and make him grow big in stature so that he will become one day eligible to transform the society with his good feelings, good deeds and strength. So it is indeed the grace of God that one is placed in the position of a teacher. The teaching profession does not earn much in terms of material wealth and benefits, but in terms of professional satisfaction and in terms of the satisfaction of having made a wonderful difference to the lives of hundreds and even thousands of students over decades of teaching career is something which is not possible perhaps in any other profession. And more so, the responsibility of a teacher in engineering profession is multifold. On one hand, he is required to be a good engineer. On the other hand, he is required to be a good professor. The position is akin to that of Dronacharya. Dronacharya himself was a great warrior. At the same time, he was the guru of Arjuna, who himself was a fabled warrior. That means you should practice all your ideas first to become eligible to teach them to your students. That is the special responsibility of an engineering teacher. So, just the way we all have been blessed with good gurus when we were students, the next generation also requires good teachers because we want to see India as a superpower in times to come. It's possible only when we create a knowledge society, and knowledge society cannot be created only by internet or textbooks alone, because textbooks give information, internet has a wealth of information but doesn't tell you what information to choose and what to reject. The only person who can tell you what to do, what not to do, what to leave, what to reject, what to accept, and what is the way to live is the teacher. So, this is a very responsible position that will give immense happiness at the end of the day, because you have positively contributed to the welfare and growth of a great nation. So, I genuinely believe that God has given me a great opportunity to serve my beloved students, and I will continue to do that till my last breath. Thanks a lot.